Okay, Kevin Dye Painting here. That's us. So I like to do these video bids on the properties. I've found that they are just a little more conducive to communication, and they help us articulate scope of work and the whole works. Because if there's any questions, you can always go back and say, hey Kevin, on the video at 2 minutes and 35 seconds you mentioned this and we don't want that painted, or what have you. So I'll just kind of go in what we do. First day, we trench the dirt back from the house so that we have an even look at this stem wall, and then we pressure wash. Obviously all lights are taken off, walls are trenched, and then we basically just kind of cruise through anything that needs to be covered or removed, like lawn furniture or stuff like that, or you know, like the barbecue, we move that out of the way and so forth. You do have some sun. Ooh, yes. Yes, I like those colors already. And then what we often do too is we kind of pull this dirt away down here and we leave it away because you're getting some water stuff here. All this would be addressed with bleach and a bleach solution. And what we do is we spray that stuff and it kills all the mold, and it works really good. And then any bare wood, any areas need to be scraped are scraped. Any bare wood whatsoever after we pressure wash will be immediately hit with primer. We only use a really good primer, Kelbond Ultra. It's a clear bonding primer, but it is awesome. Great for our climate. So back here, everything obviously will be moved away from the house. Now with the staining of the decks, what we usually try to do is this beam, both sides of it, so the side we're looking at, and obviously the supports, and then obviously the outside and all the outside. But we can stain the bottoms, but I usually give you an option so that instead of having us go through and clean and bleach and spend a lot of time cleaning the bottoms, we kind of leave those and just do all the tops. But again, you know, some people have us do the bottoms. I do not feel that this area right here is probably where you do, you know, most of your entertaining. So spending the detailed time and money to stain the bottom of this can sometimes not always be conducive to the budget. So I'll put it in there and you guys can go from there. So now after our pressure washing and the lights are stripped and all the stuff is moved and we're pressure washing, and we trench the ground. Afterwards, the next day, we make sure it dries. We make sure we have proper dry time. But then we come with a prepping situation. And for us, we prep to the extent we caulk in these, we caulk in these, we caulk in every hole. We caulk in this beam right here that runs up. Obviously, we caulk in the windows. Everything that could have an insect, water, or air move through it, we caulk. So this here as well. This guy here, yeah, we even caulk that guy in. We caulk every line everywhere. We are known as the prep company for a reason. It's just what we like to do, and well, I shouldn't say we like to do it, but it's just what needs to be done. It's the old style that people have gotten away from in the blow and go mentality that we see up here too much. So again, everything is caulked in, bare wood, so this would have primer. And with the decks, if we were to do the decks, obviously, again, this whole inside of the beam and all this would be done as well. This is a great house and a great lot. Great spot. Okay, so obviously trenched back everywhere and then painted in there after we pressure wash and clean. And so a big thing too is that on these decks, this guy looks pretty good. I don't think a refinish would be in order. I think you'd probably just need a good old-fashioned clean bleach and stain. This guy looks really nice. It's in really good shape. So I don't think we often will take a tool and clean out between the slats though when we do stain. So I'll put a separate price for the deck to be stained. Here's your cedar. So good bleach and all this stuff. I can clean this up really nice. I can make it look very nice. If it is a sanding situation, I would suggest, I would love to do that work, but I would suggest not sanding it all down. I don't think it needs it. It feels very good. I think when we really get in here and clean it nicely, Now when we pressure wash these decks, we do not use a heavy washer. We do not try to make ridges. There are some, but we're not here to make ridges. We're here just to clean. So this would be cleaned. We would get rid of this black. We'd try to get it back to the normal wood. It would take some bleach, but it would come out really nice. We do a lot of these. So, okay. Caulking. The 1x3 that's right there pushed under that flashing right there would be caulked in. We pretty much prep everything. Anything like this is just mold, bleached, and then gone. So when we spray, we use whatever color you decide to pick. We spray heavily into the valleys, and then we brush that, and then we spray heavily with a fan on this, and then we back roll everything so that we can stuff paint in like stuff like this. We want to hide that stuff. We want it to appear as if the property has been dipped. Things like that we try to get rid of. I know it seems minute, but it is what we do. We also caulk the bottom of that beam in too. So it is what we do. So then we just do a quick fog coat over the top of that. So it actually is close to 3 coats, but we just do it all in one process so that it fills up and you don't see roller or brush lines. Sheen is extremely important in our industry. So stained out here, I use Armstrong stain. It's the best stain you can get our hands on. So that's what I use, Armstrong, and I can match that. It looks like a redwood, and I can match that so that it would basically the deck and this thing here would all be one color from the looks of it, and we can make it look brand new. Windows are masked with a 3M film. I don't use paper or plastic. I don't use junk. I use the really nice 3M film. It folds down, comes in really handy. Again, masked. And we can paint this door as well. We do a lot of doors, so if this door was something that you decided that you would like to have painted, even though it is white and pretty nice shape, we can definitely paint it too. It's not a big deal. Obviously this beautiful thing would be taken down and got out of the way. Yeah, this is just good old-fashioned dot mold, not too big of a deal. And up here, same thing, prep. We have ladders that actually hook on the top that would hang down, and a bar that runs across, so we can walk up and down that with ease. And it's not any, I'm gonna go ahead and shut your gate while I'm here, so it's not that big of a deal. And then also the only sanding we would do on this deck is just the hands, the tops. We like to sand those just to make them smooth. It takes all of about an hour for one guy. We're just light sanding. We don't chew them up, so usually not that big of a deal. And then this guy right here, I would suggest we paint this beam into the house so that it appears as if it's just one thing. But that, again, you know, here nor there. Either way, you know, we can't address it. And that's pretty much what I see here. A good cleaning and a good paint. You know, it could definitely be something. I would be interested in taking this fascia color down that line too. And doing this side in the fascia as well. We could do that. It's not extra. I think it would look a lot better and it would flow a little bit better. And then we caulk in everything. None of it's rocket science, but prep is definitely the key for longevity. So I'll go ahead, write this up, and then I will send it out today. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to give me a call and we will go from there. Thank you very much and have a good day.